We've got our last story of the night, which I thought was just a nice little feel-good. For some people, it's kind of like not a feel-good. For me, it's kind of like a nice feel-good. I'm easy to please these days. It's very... It's a pretty sad world we live in, so, like, any news is good news. Green's announced policy, they say, will create 40,000 green jobs. And when they say policy, I'm assuming this is the policy that they're going to campaign on. Yes. Obviously, they're not in government, so they can't create policies, but this is the policy that they're going to campaign on. And this follows after some pretty shitty things. I think it was Tokoroa was the recycling plant that lots of people lost their jobs.
Yes, the mill.
Which was one. The mill. There was also a recycling plant that also burnt down recently as well. I believe. That might be... I remember reading something about that, but someone can clarify if I'm just completely wrong. But yeah, the Greens were announcing 40,000 green jobs under the policy that they want to get on with if they can get into government with, obviously, Labour, which would be great. Vote Greens. So they want to set up a green jobs guarantee scheme to create 40,797 jobs. That's a very specific number. So, and knowing the Greens, they're very, very specific. Like, they get granular. They get down to the finite details. So that's it's not 40,000. It's 40,797 jobs with stable working conditions and good incomes. The party also wants to establish a ministry for green works. Whoa, hey buddy, new ministry incoming. Calm down. Modeled off the disestablished Ministry for Works. Oh wow, that's old school. To create around 25,000 jobs in the construction sector and for further 16,857 jobs from economic activity the ministry generates. It would expand the jobs for nature scheme to create an additional 15,797 jobs over 4 years. The party's plan would create these green jobs by setting up a future workforce agency, Mahi Anamata, to plan for future workforce needs and link different work streams that are currently under-resourced. It wants to fund a renewed Jobs for Nature program by partnering with local government, community organisations, iwi, and hapu to support conservation work. So some cool stuff that they want to do. You can see the full, what do you call it? Announcement blog thing. Press release, yeah, on the Green website, and then you can also read the full policy doc, which is linked there as well, which goes into the fine details, which they're very good at giving us fine details.
Data,
which I really appreciate. Data,
crazy,
actual evidence, real things. Here's how we'll do it. Establishing a future workforce agency to plan for future workforce needs, funding and renewed Jobs for Nature program, expanding Ro Painga to become a Ministry of Green Works, delivering a government-backed rollout of green industry and infrastructure projects. Yeah, so good on them. I think it's really cool. I'd love to see us move into the next century instead of sticking in whatever century was 25 years ago, and really focusing on green jobs, expanding on green projects. I see some solar farms that have recently started up here in Canterbury, which is really cool. Hopefully they didn't get flooded now that I think about it, actually. Solar plants, solar farms. Yeah, some cool stuff going on, and I'd love to see more of it.
Well, we'll get to see more of it when we vote them in at the next election. That's hopefully even a snap one at that. That would be cool AF.